1, 2, 3. Brothers, sisters, comrades and friends, welcome to Bat Country. My name is Stu. I have 2 and a bit years of continuous sobriety. Ha! I hear you say. That's not enough sober time for you to sit there and judge other people's sobriety like you're about to do with Justin Timberlake. I know. I agree. And yet, I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, so what do we have today? What are we looking at? Well, in 2024, international famous person Justin Timberlake was arrested for a DUI near his home in the Hamptons. And today, the BODYCAM footage of the arrest was released to the public. So that's what we're going to look at today. Grab yourself a non-alcoholic drink and maybe some nibbles and let's talk about it. And before we do, head over to the Patreon to join a community of sober and nearly sober people. That's patreon.com/batcountrysober. And with that said, without further ado, are you sitting comfortably? Then we shall begin. Okay, headphones. Before we get started, people's DUI videos, I find them deeply uncomfortable and cringy. They make me cringe because these are situations that I've been in myself. I've never had a DUI, but I've interacted with the police enough. And it doesn't really matter who you are. I've always been on the fence with reaction videos about whether they're exploitative and the people's should have a right to privacy, but this time it's Justin Timberlake, and if you come at me and say that Justin Timberlake deserves his privacy from my 30,000 YouTube subscribers, I will call you a liar. I will tell you that you're incorrect. I think this is fair game, and also this is public domain now. So why not talk about it, especially because this one is particularly interesting for a number of reasons, not just because of who it is, but also because it offers quite a lot of genuine insight into what alcohol use can look like, even in the hands of somebody with power and money and that kind of thing. Shut up, Stu. Let's talk about it. Let's watch. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
So the reason for the stop is because you keep veering off to the left, and then you're not stopping at the stop signs.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Is this your vehicle? Whose vehicle is it?
It's just a rental.
It's a rental? Okay.
He's clearly drunk, isn't he? You can just tell from the first words that he said. It's a rental. Heavily slurred and deeply intoxicated. And that, I'm looking at the logo on the wheel. That I haven't seen this yet, so we're watching this together for the first time. I'm new to this. I'm coming to it fresh. So I'm going to point out some observations. That's a BMW. I think it's a big SUV version, which is a very powerful car. And I'm not saying that it's okay to drink and drive if you've got like a 1.3 Austin Metro from 1981. But it's doubly dangerous when you're driving a car like this, which weighs like 2 tons and takes up all the road space. So this is a bad choice of rentals, Mr. Timberlake. Let's continue.
How long are you renting it for?
Just for a couple of days.
What are you visiting?
Yeah, I'm on tour.
What are you doing?
I'm on a world tour.
I'm on tour. What do? I'm on world tour. Like that clears it up. This is the problem. Famous people think that everybody knows what it's like to be famous. You know, this is why I have limited sympathy, especially when famous people get pulled over for DUI. I have limited sympathy because they live in a different world from the rest of us. Imagine that being your excuse for getting pulled over. I'm on world tour. It's not really fair. It's better than my excuse, which is like, I had an argument with my girlfriend.
A what?
A world tour.
Doing what?
Hard to explain.
music? How about that? How about start with music? He's not doing himself any favors here. Like, I have drunks get to this stage where they are aware of what they should say, but it just won't formulate in the mouth. And I think that's the stage that he's at right now.
World tour. I'm Justin Timberlake.
What's your name?
Justin Timberlake.
You are Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
You have a license with you?
Yeah, I do.
So we skip forward in time a little bit. He's been pulled out of the car already. The other officer is checking his details, and we're about to see Mr. Timberlake go through the roadside sobriety field test.
Just like you're doing right now. Arms, feet together, arms by your side. You're doing it just now. I'm just going to re-explain it before we continue, okay? Arms by your side, feet together, and then you're going to keep your head straight, and just keep your head straight, only follow with your eyes, okay?
Okay.
You understand that? All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what we're looking for here is the movement of the eyeballs. What the police are looking for. Normally when you're sober, your eyes move relatively smoothly from side to side. But if you've been drinking or taking any kind of psychoactive substance, drugs or whatever, your eyes can sometimes move differently. Like they will jump from side to side. And at the extremes, it's hard to control them. They flick backwards and forwards. So that's what police are looking for when they run this test on you. Let's see how Mr. Flumblegake performs.
Okay, so left
I'm going to go ahead and say not very well.
foot on the line. Left foot on the line first. And then you're going to put your right foot in front of your left, stay just like that, okay?
Now, he should be good at this. He's a dancer. You know, he should be good at the choreography. I wonder how he does. Let's have a look.
You're going to heel to toe, like this. Heel to toe. Up. Put your left foot on the line. Yep. You're going to have your...
You've got to know that you failed at that point. You have to know. I think that the roadside sobriety field tests are a joke and should be got rid of. America should join us join the rest of the world in a future of freedom from humiliation where we don't do these things anymore. It's really only America that takes them seriously. What the police are doing, if you are pulled out of your car, it's over for you already. They have made the decision that they're not going to let you back in your car, are they? And what they're doing is building evidence against you. And you should always, even look, if you're drunk, if you're over the limit, then there's nothing you can do anyway. But just opt for a breathalyzer or blood test back at the station, because you are going to the station. There's no policeman is going to be like, oh, I'm convinced by how you walked in a straight line. Please, here are your keys. Continue on your way. They've already made the decision. Right at this point, they are gathering evidence, and that's all. And I think it's kind of gross. It's almost entrapment, in my opinion. Let's continue.
Your right foot in front of your left, heel to toe.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to put our left foot on the line first. Put your right foot in front of your left, heel to toe. And you can
I think he was just checking his left and right there. He's not doing himself any favors.
stay just like that, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So this is going to be a series of 9 heel to toe steps. I will demonstrate this like you're doing right now. Like this. 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 9.
Got it.
Followed by a series of small steps around. 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 9 back. This is going to be heel to toe. So you're going to be clicking your heels as you're going. Arms by your side. While you're doing this, you're going to look
Guys.
down at your toes.
Guys.
These are complex instructions, right? This is why I think that the tests are unfair, is because even in sobriety, there's a lot going on here, and you're not going, and you, the pressure of the fear of failing the test will make you behave differently. That it's tilted in in favor of failing, even if you're sober. A policeman will find the reasons to consider it a fail, or that you've performed badly on the test. And it makes, I don't know about you, but it makes me uncomfortable to watch, because I feel like it's, even though no one should get in their car when they're drinking, and I have no sympathy for drunk drivers. I also think that this is an unfair test, and I'd like to see what Justin Timberlake's objection is going to be here. Let's find out.
I'm just following my friends back to my house. I'm not doing anything. I'm just following my friends back to my house.
Will you do this?
Any chance he could have got in their fucking car? The excuse is not viable, is it, really? He said, I'm just following my friends home to my house. And that doesn't get you off the hook, does it? The fact that you're following somebody. It's no excuse for you having got smashed and then got in the car. It's like saying, I'm sorry, it's just I'm driving. It's not... It's not an excuse.
Do these tests?
Sure. And then just walk. I'm sorry.
Here. Ready?
I'm a little nervous.
Left.
I'm just...
Right foot in front. You're gonna look down. Ready? 1, 2,
Okay.
3.
Gotcha.
These two cops are going to tell this story for years about the night that they made Justin Timberlake dance.
4 like that,
One,
okay? Hang on. Let him tell you when to go. He's got to tell you when to start, okay?
Sorry.
No, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
No, I want to make sure. We want to make sure you do this right.
Right foot in front of your left.
Is this my line?
Perfect, yep.
Imaginary line you make, that's the line you're going to walk.
1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000.
Remember, just continue, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Right, gotcha.
Sorry. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000. You want me to keep going?
Yep, yeah. Until I tell you to stop, yep.
Okay. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000.
Alright, that's all good. Alright.
By the way, these are like really hard tests.
I agree with him. I agree with Justin Timberlake. These tests are hard and unnecessary as well, I would argue.
So the way this device works, you just put your lips over it and you blow into it like you're blowing a balloon. No?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Refusing a breathalyzer. He just straight up refused. Just, nah. Even the science of breathalyzers is relatively shaky. It's not 100% correct. The blood test is the best way to do it. But I think Justin Timberlake here is buying himself time.
Alright, at this point, based upon the observations, you're under the arrest for suspicion of driving while intoxicated. So what I would do, just turn around.
Guys, you know, man, like, I'm just following my friends home.
Alright, just turn around.
Come on, man. It's such a common refrain of drunks. Just like, come on, man. Just trying to find some rapport between you and the police. That happened in every other one of these that I've done. Someone has said, come on, man. As if to appeal, as if that will be like to get the police to go, oh, right, sorry, I didn't realise that we have a rapport now. Off you go. There's no fighting it now. The moment you're out of the car, you have to drill this into your brains. The moment that you are out of the car, you are under arrest. They're not ever going to let you back in. You can stop the actual literal song and dance before it happens, but you should accept the breathalyzer and the consequences that come with it.
For me, please. Alright, I'll take you right on. Nine, 7 headquarters, 132, 192.
So at this point,
I know my hair sucks here, but like I
you're
usually
good.
look at.
So at this point, he's...
Wow. Okay, so this is Justin Slumberlake's friend, who's also clear. I haven't seen this before, but that one single sentence indicates to me that she's as hammered, if not more, and that she is here to make the problem worse. She's here to interfere. If you didn't hear what she said, please excuse my hair. I usually look good, or something like that. God, this attitude of drunk people, like, I know how to solve this. I ain't gonna get involved. It's on me now. I know how to handle the cops. Trust me, I'm gonna involve myself and just make everybody's day worse. That's what she's here to do. She's here to make everybody's day worse. Let's see what she has to say.
He's coming with us. Okay.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, why?
He's being arrested for intoxicated.
Stop it.
DWI. Yes.
No way.
Yes.
Don't say it.
Yes. He's coming back with us. Okay. So you look like you're okay to drive. Okay. I don't see any. Your eyes look perfectly fine. Your speech isn't slurred.
You're
you're
arresting Justin Timberlake right now.
Okay, so maybe I was wrong to judge her. Maybe she's just a hectic person. But if the cop says that she's sober, then fine. But I have a feeling that she is going to embarrass herself. Even if she's sober, she's about to say some dumb shit. I can feel it in my bones. Let's see what it is.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yes.
Why?
He was driving drunk.
Right now, he's under arrest
Under arrest?
for driving while intoxicated.
Stop it.
Stop
Justin
saying that.
Timberlake's under arrest. Can you help me, please? Can we do anything? Can you please stop it? I'll do anything.
No.
She's awful. Who is this? Can someone, if you know who this is in the comments, please enlighten us. Who is this character?
Anything.
No, it is what it is at this point, okay?
So you can't, like, put him in jail.
He's going to be held for the night.
I
and then
can't take him home?
He's arraigned
No.
for the morning.
There has to be a moment of talking.
No. Not anymore.
Please help me!
Not anymore.
Hold on.
Okay.
So
Hold on.
this
Can
is,
I?
This is the registration of the vehicle. Just make sure it stays with the vehicle, okay?
I have his phone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you guys please just do me a favor? Because you loved bye 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 or
I'm
like
happy-
sexy back.
so- I'm
Like,
happy-
do me one.
One of the cops is going to be like, well, actually, Crimea River really touched me, so be free, Justin Timberlake. Go into the care of this awful woman who's appeared on the scene. What a fucking dumb thing to say, honestly. Oh, God. Famous people live on a different planet, don't they? If that had worked, I hope that you would genuinely start eating the rich. Because this is disgusting behaviour. She should be arrested for that.
Do me one favor. Let me ask him if he wants me to give him his phone.
Yeah. I mean,
This is
that's-
insane.
So it's not going to be a long thing. I'll let you walk up real quick.
Please.
Okay, so my partner here, I don't know the details, obviously. I wasn't the one to stop to.
Okay, I don't want to criticize anyone's appearance because no one looks good when they're drunk, but this is like a very different Justin Timberlake from the one we grew up with, isn't it? Yeah. One look at that, glassy eyes, puffy cheeks, bags under the eyes. Famous or not, that is archetypical drunk face right there. Look at that.
My partner here observed you, some kind of traffic violation, started a traffic stop, believed you had impairment, did a series of routine tests on you, right? Field sobriety tests, okay? You performed poorly on those, okay? Based off of his observations, you are intoxicated.
Okay.
So you were under arrest for DWI, okay?
Okay.
Okay, awesome.
I mean, he took it relatively well. You could see. Let's watch that again. That reaction to the news that he's arrested for DWI, because he knows that there are stakes for a person like him. Justin Timberlake has for years had a very kind of clean image. He managed to steer away, at least, or keep it out of the public eye, the drugs and the sex and the alcohol that quite often comes with a young, good-looking man in his position. He managed to keep that out of the public eye if it was happening. And now he's 40, I don't know, 45, 46 or something like that. And now the consequences are beginning to come. And just in that subtle reaction on hearing the news of his DWI, there's an understanding of consequences, I think. Let's take a look again.
You are intoxicated.
Okay.
So you were under arrest for DWI, okay?
Okay.
Okay, awesome. All we're asking is if you understand what was just read to you.
Yeah, I hear you.
Perfect.
And what I'm gonna reread this again. We're gonna go through the rest of it, but at this
No,
at
I
this
got
point,
you. I got you.
At this point, it asks for initials. If you don't want an initial, you're not required to. You can't be forced to. And then I will read the rest.
It's gone to blurry vision. This is what Justin Timberlake must be seeing right now.
The rest of it, okay? Will you initial or no?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'll read the rest of it for you.
Boys, like,
Now, do you consent or refuse to the chemical test?
no, I'm not doing a chemical test. Like, guys, I don't mean no harm. Like,
I understand. We believe you to be under the influence of alcohol and
okay,
operating a motor vehicle, right?
okay, but I don't mean no harm.
I didn't say you did, right? Everyone makes a mistake or two in their life, right? You had too much to drink, you drove the car, right?
Okay.
It's whatever, I'm not here to judge it. We got a job to do.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate your understanding.
By the way, I appreciate that you're doing that.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. What was the,
I've seen worse, more belligerent drunks than Justin Timberlake. At least he's reasonable, I suppose. I have not been reasonable with the police when I've been drinking. A single atom of alcohol in my body makes me want to fight the police and to just do the exact opposite of what they tell me to do, which has led me to a number of convictions in my own course of drinking. So at least Justin Timberlake is compliant and polite.
what was the traffic violation I missed?
I observed you.
Just so I know for future reference.
I observed you failing to fully stop at the stop sign, and then while you were driving, you failed to keep right on numerous occasions. So you're very.
Wait, start over? Sorry.
So
One more time?
you failed to stop at the stop sign, and then while you were operating the motor vehicle, you failed to keep right on your side of the roadway, and you continuously moved off and veered to the left of the roadway.
Okay, well, I was just following my friends.
Okay. Yeah, I understand, but we are where we are right now, okay?
I think what he's doing there is prepping an argument for a lawyer. Maybe I'm way off here, but I feel like that was contrived. Like he orchestrated that. He wanted the cop to talk about his violation, and then already kind of like then the lawyer can say, well, if he was weaving, then perhaps it was because the car in front was weaving. At least that's what I think he's doing in his drunk mind. It was not an effective defense, that much I know.
You boys treat me like I'm a criminal.
I don't want to say that because, you're being arrested, so for misdemeanor DUI. I don't like the culpable names, Mr. Timberlake, but we're just the situation that we're in, unfortunately, okay? I'm trying my best to treat you like anybody else, okay? I appreciate your cooperation.
Yeah, man.
A lot of people don't cooperate like this, so it goes a long way in my book. I appreciate it.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, happy to answer anything I can.
Is this the normal process?
Yeah, everything is pretty standard. Nothing of the ordinary. We do this for everyone that gets arrested for DWI. Is there anything specifically about it you are wondering, or just...
No. I just wondered, like you really cuff people up and like...
Yeah. You're in our...
Yeah, it's typical of alcoholics. I'm not saying that Justin Flumperblake is an alcoholic at this point, but alcoholics have a chronic case of exceptionalism where they think that everything that's happening to them is unique to them. We tend to think we are unique, and that people's treatment of us is different from how everybody else gets treated. So Justin here in his mind, he thinks he's been handcuffed to the table and that nobody else gets handcuffed to the table. He thinks that that's a thing that's being done just to him. And maybe that's partly the privilege with which he's grown up, a sense of being treated differently from other people because he's famous. But I suspect it's not that. I suspect it's just alcoholics having... There's a thing called theory of mind, right, in psychology, which is the ability to understand that other people have a complex internal life and they have their own thoughts and their own processes and stuff. And that reduces when you're drunk. You're less able to understand that other people have their own thoughts and complex inner lives. And I think that Justin is so much in this moment self-obsessed that he believes he is being treated differently from everybody else, when in fact the police have stated very plainly, and I believe them, that they are doing their best to treat him like everybody else. I imagine they are excited though. Even in the Hamptons where this is happening, the police, it's got to be a big catch to get clean-cut Justin Timberlake handcuffed to a desk.
Custody, we have to make sure that people who we lock up here don't leave. You know, you can't just leave. We got to process you, everything like that. Your safety, our safety, things like that. It's just standard protocol.
Gotcha. I appreciate you boys for doing your job, man.
I appreciate that you understand that we got to do
I
our thing.
appreciate you boys for doing your job. I had one martini and I followed my fucking friends home. And
This is not one martini, unless it's like one martini in a bucket. He had one, it was only one, but it was in a bucket.
So you're being held for the night, and then in the morning is the arraignment. So in the morning, usually around 9:30.
being held all night?
It might not be this one, you might be over at the other one, and they actually have blankets for you.
Yo, you guys are wild, man.
And again,
I understand his confusion about that. That is a fucking horrible cell. That's worse than any British cell that I've been in. The ones in Kazakhstan are worse, I can assure you. But that is very bleak. Tiny, not enough room to lie down. Even for a holding cell, that is, I'm surprised. I imagine 1 million Americans in the comments are going to tell me that, yeah, this is completely normal, but I am surprised. Every time I've been arrested, I've had an actual cell. So I wonder how normal it is. That's like a box.
again, like I said, you can make a phone call if you would like. The attorney and things like that, you're allowed to call right now if you wish, or you can call later.
Yeah, at any point you want to make a phone call, let us know.
Yeah.
Right.
You are entitled to have phone calls.
Okay, let's have a bit of a regroup about what we just saw. So if it was anybody else, that would have been nothing. It would have been a completely normal, boring DUI stop in which the person who was arrested was relatively polite and didn't talk too much, which is quite often the drunk's problem, is that we have a habit of saying far more than is necessary and just digging a deeper hole for ourselves. And Justin Dimblebluck didn't do that. He remained relatively composed and confident and contrite throughout. So that's in his favour. Do I think he's an alcoholic or has an alcohol problem? Probably not. I don't think so. I'll put it to you. I'll let you argue in the comments. Do you think Justin Timberlake has a drinking problem based on what you just saw? But I've stated my position. I don't think so. And there's a reason for that, right? There is a certain look that people have that marks them out as an alcoholic. And in situations like this, it's when they look like they've been drinking on drinking. It's a difficult thing to describe, and you can only know it when you see it. But it's really obvious when you do. And I hope that other alcoholics in my comments might back me up in that regard. That there is a different look between somebody who's had too much to drink this one time and done something stupid like drove home versus somebody who has been drinking for 2 weeks and this is the first time they've been caught driving home. Those people tend like their cognition is different, their awareness of the situation is different. They tend to be quite belligerent, and they tend to not believe that they've been caught. Like they tend to think that they're untouchable. And it's true what they said. At the time that this was happening, Justin Timberlake was on tour. Like, as musicians go, there's musicians badly over-index on rates of alcoholism. They tend to be quite sensitive people who really crave expression. They live on the edge of their emotions quite a lot. And there is a major problem with alcohol amongst creatives in general, but musicians in particular. But Justin Timberlake doesn't seem to fit that profile. I think that we would have known by now if he had a serious problem. After this, he didn't go to rehab, as far as I'm aware. He didn't seek treatment or anything like that. And people who are currently on tour, that is like one long celebration, right, while they're on the road. And I think that that's what he's doing here, is that he's probably in his private life, judging by his body shape as well, the fact that he hasn't got like a little distended belly. Even fit alcoholics tend to get that, a little kind of bulging stomach, a little bit of bloating. He just doesn't seem to have any of that. He seems like he's in quite good shape, slightly red in the face, but that is probably the direct result of the alcohol of that one night. So, look, I'm willing to be argued with, and I'm always willing to be proved wrong, but it seems unlikely that he has a major ongoing alcohol problem. But my frustration with people like this stands. When it comes to other alcoholics and other drunks, not just alcoholics, but drunk people, I have a lot of compassion and a lot of empathy, but very little sympathy. All right, that's not morally inconsistent, in my opinion. I think that my position on it is clear, because I have the compassion in as much as I want them to not suffer and I want them to get better, but I have no sympathy for things like drunk driving. But there is still no excuse for getting in a car when you're hammered. I mean, if it is true that he was just following his friends, then he should have been in their car, right? He was driving a rental anyway, who cares? He's Justin Timberlake. He can call Hertz and say, I left it by the side of the road, you can pick it up if you want it. I'm done with it, I'm going to rent something else. It's no problem when you have money to be able to fix problems like that on the fly. As long as you get in the car with your friends and you don't do something stupid like drive a massive powerful BMW home when you don't have to. And I think that's all I have to say about Justin Dumbledore today. I hope if he does develop a problem that he gets it resolved. It doesn't seem like he really does have a major problem to me, apart from the legal problem. And with that said, for more of this, if you kind of like an alcoholic's insight into drunk behaviour, then do head over to the Patreon. That's patreon.com/BatCountrySober. And thank you very much for watching. And as always, good luck out there.